Hi,
Hi, everyone. My name is Emil,
my name is Michael.
and we are together Microsoft Azure MVPs, and we would like to tell you today about how we build the AzureTruck.
And what is the recipe for people who want to drive a project, a community project like this?
But first things first, the question is, what is the AzureTruck? So the AzureTruck is
It's a truck from 1986 produced in Poland. In fact, the construction was formally created in USSR, but the truck was built in Poland, and it's almost as old as me because I'm 1985, and it's a little bit older than Emil because he is 1987.
yeah, you see the picture how it looks like from the outside, and one of the pictures how it looks like from the inside. But we built that truck to make some kind of showcase of the solutions which we can use from the Azure pocket. Yeah. So we have the
Azure Stack Development Edition installed on rack server inside the truck.
Windows 10 as our client and control station running on the Intel NUC.
We have Azure IoT Edge on Raspberry Pi and Intel NUC or other SBCs.
We have the several dev boards like Raspberry Pi or MX chip or other microcontrollers like ASP32 or ASP8266 with several sensors, in example temperature, motion, humidity, and more come in the future.
One of the most impressive elements of our projects are solar panels and 150 ampere hours battery, which make possible to run AzureTruck without external power for several hours. In fact, if AzureTruck will be bringed here to Orlando, it would be possible to operate in AzureTruck 24 hours per day because of a lot of sun during the day. In Poland, in Central Europe, we are able to operate around 12 to 16 hours per day.
One of the scenarios which we implemented with our friends was is the motion detection and people recognition built on the Raspberry Pi and IoT Edge with the container with the face recognition engine. And right now we are implementing the version 2 of that solution built on the ASP32 as a microcontroller, which is the more power effective solution.
Our AzureTruck family is a little bit bigger than our two persons. So we decided to create solution where built-in camera on the back of truck alongside doors is recognizing family guys who built this truck and opening the central lock in this truck if the person is recognized as a team member.
As our project is live project, it's still evolving. Here we have the example what we would like to implement in the future. Like example, solar panels and battery monitoring based on the weather forecast. We would like to plan the power management of the sensors or the other computers to turn off, turn on, if there will be the forecast, for example, that will be not possible to fill the battery from the solar, from the sun.
Power management is really important for us because the server inside with Azure Stack on board is in fact two CPUs, two-slot motherboard with two Intel Silver series CPUs, 256 gigabytes of RAM, and a lot of SSDs inside. So when operating, it needs a lot of power if we are speaking about running it in a truck.
Okay, I think after that short introduction, what is the AzureTruck, we would like to present you the 5 pillars which we choose as the, I think, in our minds, that is the core fundamentals and pillars to build those projects. First of all, it's a friends.
Then idea.
Of course, those projects cost a lot, so you need the sponsors or your own budget.
Of course, we need a car because we are building an AzureTruck.
And last but not least, time. A lot of time to manage that project, to build those solutions. Okay, maybe now a little bit more detailed pillars description. First of all, friends. As our AzureTruck is the community project, you need the community, group of people. And best for you will be if the group of people will be friends, to understand each other sometimes without words, because sometimes the decision which must be made are very gentle. So you need to have trust each other.
The second thing is idea. In fact, we've been sitting with Emil some evening in my house thinking, what can we do? What can be funny? Can be high technically project, and what can we show to other people all over the Poland, Europe, maybe world? And we thought about a truck, not a just truck, new truck or something, but to get something Polish connected to our history, to our culture, because this truck is called Żuk, is recognizable in Poland as an icon of the communistic years in the past.
I think the most important pillar of those projects are sponsors. Today morning I count our expenses for that project. It's running around more than a year right now, or almost a year. Our sponsors. Without them, or without your own high budget, because we spent more than $29,000 for that truck already, our sponsors. So now we want to say thank you, big thank you to our sponsors. The Microsoft, it was our biggest support on that project. They help us with money, but they also make some marketing stuff and organize some conferences, invite us to present our truck.
Beyond PL, it's a local hoster in Poland, and they have an Azure stack on production in Poland, so they helped us to cover this part of the project.
The third partner is our friends from the Code2 company, and they are here today. Simon, you are here? Yeah, Simon. Really good company. They are helping us in a lot of projects when we are organizing conferences, and when we ask to help, when we ask them if they can help us to build those projects, they say yes immediately without thinking if this is a good or not project.
And the last part, Omega Enterprises Solutions and Ingram Micro, they provided us a server where we are running Azure Stack, so we didn't need to pay for the server itself, and it helped us a lot, in fact.
With money from the partners, it's time for the car.
Okay, so this is Żuk. If we will translate Żuk to English, it's Beetle, but it's tricky. It's not the Volkswagen Beetle, as you can see. It's a Central European version of Beetle. It's really simple construction. It's really cheap construction, in fact. It's easy to fix when it will broke, and trust me, it will. And it's easy to change basing on your plan, because it's empty inside. It is having really hard body, and it's really nice to paint or to mount something on it.
Okay, and last but not least, the time. From the day when we bought that car to the day of the first presentation, it took us 4 months to buy it, repair it, convert it from the red one to the blue one, install the insides, batteries, servers, sensors, and so on, and present that to the people. It took us, as I said, 4 months. Of course, you have 2 ways to build that car. You can do that by self if you have a lot of time, more time than we had, or you can try to find the people who doing those things in the daily basis, like we doing the Azure in the daily basis. We luckily found the company who helped us with build that, and they spent on the preparing the car and making it blue for around 3 months. And I think these 5 pillars is the core to start thinking about that kind of projects. Maybe at the end, or going to the end, we can share with you our experience and memories with that car.
It doesn't matter if your project is AzureTruck or other truck, or building a device, or building a community, or building a bunch of software. Probably the way will be always the same as our way. So you need 2 people to do that. You need a lot of time to do that. You probably need a lot of money to do that. And of course, the question is, what is a lot of money? For one, it will be $100. For other, it will be $100,000. And it doesn't matter. You need some budget to create some things. Your personal time, your free time you are moving for your project is also a bunch of money. Yeah, we all works, so every minute of our free time, it's kind of budget. I don't know if we ended up with this project. Probably no. It is evolving every day. We are working on it. We have created a showcase. We are driving this car through the Poland and Europe, showing this up with Microsoft, with other companies and partners, and we are making people really happy, giving them a possibility to take a trip inside our truck. It's really small object, but they're really happy having opportunity to sit down on a black couch inside with Azure stack on the front. It's just a bunch of fun.
If you would like to follow us, we will appreciate that. So feel free to follow us on the Twitter, me and Michał, and also the AzureTruck itself, or drop us the email if you would like to know more about that project, or know more about how we connect, for example, this little beauty, my MX chip, to Azure and present the data on, for example, in the Power BI, because we don't tell anything about the Azure part. We talk to you about today about the insights of the car.
Feel free to drop us a line or contact us if you will decide to build your own AzureTruck, and it don't need to be community project. Maybe your clients are looking for a solution like this, and maybe you have questions about powering the server in a truck using solar panels. I think we don't look for participating in your project, but we know answers for many questions in project like this. So feel free, we will answer.
Yeah, we heard several times how you find the partners, how you cooperate with Microsoft or other companies. So if you would like to know that, or would like to listen from us, feel free to contact us. We have some stickers with the AzureTruck if you would like to. And as we don't have our booth here in the expo, in the hub, you can find us in the booth 2321. It's a Code 2 booth. So we showing there sometimes, from time to time.
So thank you very much, and start with your community big projects. It's really funny to give yourself a chance to create something that no one else created.
Yeah, thanks.